Oh, moo.
Welcome to the Now. I'm Master Jenkins.
I'm John Reisinger.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive Gambling has been in a nasty spotlight over the last couple of weeks as various streamers have been caught in a number of scandals. But hey, we got a new one that actually is probably worse than anything we've seen up to this point, and that's saying something.
Yeah, so news broke out this week about another popular streamer who not only owned a huge CSGO gambling site, but there's also proof that he was directly involved in manipulating the outcome of bets. And accusations of even shadier things as well.
Oh boy. All right, this next level craziness comes from esports reporter Richard Lewis, who broke the story via YouTube. In the video, Lewis discusses Phantom Lord, aka James Varga. Phantom Lord?
Yeah.
That's like...
It's a Batman villain.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like that. Like, that's the coolest. Yeah, okay. Anyway, a Twitch streamer. He has millions of followers who all really like the name Phantom Lord, who specialized in gambling Counter-Strike skins on his streams for big money.
The site that Phantom Lord did most of his gambling on was known as CSGO Shuffle. According to Lewis's evidence, Phantom Lord is the primary owner of the skin gambling site and even worked with the site's coder to help rig bets in his favor while on stream. Classy as fuck.
He's a Phantom Lord. Not disclosing an affiliation or ownership of something you're promoting is one level of illegal thanks to the FTC, as we've been learning over the last couple of weeks, but possibly rigging bets is an entirely different level of legal altogether. It's like if you take illegal and then you're like illegal. We need a stronger word.
He's a Batman villain.
Like,
he's a Batman villain. That's what he is. For those who aren't up to speed on CSGO skin gambling, that sounds really bad out of context. Skin gambling. And the recent shenanigans around it, here's a super quick breakdown. In Counter-Strike, you can win crates that contain unique cosmetic weapon finishes called skins.
Some of these skins are rarer than others, like Pokemon, which has given them a real-world value from people who want them.
I want Pokemon skins on CSGO. I want a Pikachu Desert Eagle.
Pikagun. Players can then buy and sell the skins either on the Steam Marketplace or from third-party sites.
Adding skins to the game caused a huge explosion in the player base, in part fueled by the thrill of possibly winning something super valuable. And around that thrill came CSGO gambling sites where you can put your skin in a pot to win even more.
A couple weeks back, two huge streamers, T Martin and Syndicate, who filmed themselves gambling skins on CSGO Lotto, were found to be the actual owners of that site, which caused a huge outcry from the CSGO community and the possibility of legal action taken against them. Even had some effect on Steam itself.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Well, many were upset that T Martin and Syndicate's ownership of the site also made it possible for them to have manipulated bets. There was never any definitive proof. However, that's not the case at all with Phantom Lord.
Which brings us back to the story at hand. The information from this report about Phantom Lord and CSGO Shuffle actually came from an anonymous hacker. Esports reporter Richard Lewis, who broke this story, was approached by the hacker who was apparently trying to break into the site.
So in the process, the hacker compromised the Skype account of the site's coder and part owner, a French developer named Joris? Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
That's also a code name. Joris. It's like, was it True Lies? It's like, can my code name be Natasha?
I want Natasha. After Lewis and others in the media poured over the Skype logs to verify their authenticity, they started making snapshots of them public.
And those glimpses show that Phantom Lord, the streamer, seems to be in command of the site's money and business decisions and went through great lengths to hide it.
In total, the Skype logs are about 1,800 messages and mostly center around operation of the site, including daily revenue. There are also a number of instances where Phantom Lord tells Joris to keep his involvement in the site a secret.
The logs show that Phantom Lord handled the majority of the money, which typically involved transactions of up to $20,000 to Joris.
That's a lot.
That's not a little chunk of change, for sure. And that's probably because the logs also show the site was making anywhere between $20,000 to $125,000 in revenue per day on average, with the site's owners taking 5% of that off the top.
That means the site could have been making almost $50 million per year on the high end and closer to $10 million on the low end.
Whoosh. That's a lot of money. So it'd be hard for Phantom Lord, who's gone silent on social media, by the way, to argue that he didn't have a stake in the site given the types of discussions he was having with the site's developer.
Which brings us to some of the shadier ones where the two worked together to stack the odds in Phantom Lord's favor. There are a couple of instances where between July and September of last year where Phantom Lord requested the winning percentage of the certain pools from Joris while live on stream.
And this isn't a normal winning percentage either, mind you. The way this system worked, according to additional posts from Sean Lewis on Reddit, is that each pot has a designated number, 1 to 100, which will be the winner for that bet.
The number for each player betting is decided by when they bet and how much. If the person to bet is putting down 20% of the pot, they get numbers 1 through 20 out of 100. If the second person puts down 15% of the pot, they get numbers 21 to 36, and so on.
So when Phantom Lord is asking for a specific percentage, he's actually asking which exact number is going to win this pot, not how likely it is for him to win. If he knows the number is 50, for example, he just has to make sure he bets at the right time to get the number 50.
And since the chat logs stop as of December 2015, there's no telling how much more this happened between Phantom Lord and the developer since then, nor how many thousands of dollars he essentially lifted right out of the players' pockets. There are some instances on stream where he's walked away with up to 30K worth of skins.
What? I still boggle that skins are worth that, but
skins are worth value.
We like skin. All that money in skins is leading to all kinds of other allegations from around the internet about further possibly illegal activities from that streamer. If the site is only getting paid in skins by players and not money, there's no income to report for taxes.
The logs also show that CSGO Shuffle paid its advertisers with skins as well, meaning there was no paper trail either. This is sounding silence of the lambs with all this talk of like trading skins.
So many skins. Others have pointed out some of Phantom Lord's huge Twitch giveaways as being a little bit suspect too. Recently, he advertised a $100,000 giveaway of skins on Twitch to brand new subscribers.
Damn.
Right?
Since subscribing on Twitch means you're paying money, some have pointed out that a giveaway of that many skins could be a method for turning skins into income, which basically be money laundering via Twitch. It's gangsters!
Don't call them gangsters. That makes them sound really cool.
Well, Batman villain sounds really cool too, but I already said it.
You're right.
I want to be a Batman villain.
Actually, all the DC villains are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This is why anyone cares about Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, again, the Twitch money laundering is speculation, but all in the realm of possibility, given that the site only took income via skins. The logs did show that they used bots to sell them to third-party sites as well, so it is possible that's how they were actually getting all their money.
The fallout is already hitting Phantom Lord pretty hard, much like it did with Team Martin and Syndicate. In the past couple of days, there's also been evidence that he's using a bot to inflate his subscriber numbers, which is probably what led to his Twitch account being banned permanently for violating the site's TOS.
Yeah, we'll have to see what this and other recent gambling scandals ultimately do to Counter-Strike GO's community. Not only has Valve condemned the practice, finally, officially, and warned that consequences are coming for sites that use Steam's API, but Twitch has also said it'll prevent anyone from streaming CSGO gambling on its website.
Okay. All of this in conjunction has already led to a steep drop in Counter-Strike viewers on Twitch in just the last 2 weeks. Channels streaming the game have dropped 12%, and there's been a drop in viewers since then as well. In addition, the ESL 1 Cologne Major saw a steep drop-off in viewership this year from its previous year.
Yeah, considering all the people that are involved in this scandal and others, it's likely that we'll only continue to see more of these develop in the coming weeks as all the skeletons come out of all the closets.
The logs between Phantom Lord also indicated that another group of streamers helped run another CSGO gambling website, CSGO Wild. So it's probably not anywhere close to being over.
That's a real missed opportunity, just being CS gone wild, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean. With
so.
all the skins, right? Yes, what do you guys think of Phantom Lord and CSGO Shuffle? Let us know in the comments.
For future updates on CSGO Gambling Gone Wild, Batman villains, and other gambling gangsta stuff, like this video and subscribe to the know!
Seriously, that's like fucked up, right?
It's so fucked up.
So fucked up.
Like,
Except like not as cool as Batman villains. Like Batman villains at least have like personality and stuff. This guy just kind of sounded like a dick.
he's like, I mean, this is very clearly illegal. Like,
It's
very
super
clearly
illegal.
illegal. Like, you make the joke of it's gangsters, but it's like, no, this is laundering, is what it is. And
Yeah.
fixing bets. He's a peaky blinder.
Skin laundering. Oh my god, skeletons coming out of the closets cover all the skins.
Nope. Done. Done.